Montezuma County Board of Commissioners will now hold a public hearing regarding the reduction of a posted speed limit on 1 mile portion of County Road M. Would you read the roll, Kim?
Commissioner Till.
Present.
Commissioner Dupla.
Here.
Commissioner Lambert.
Here.
Administrator Bruner. Here. Attorney Baxter.
Here.
And Clerk and Recorder Kim Purcell. The Montezuma County Board of County Commissioners will hold a public hearing regarding a reduction in the posted speed limit on 1 mile portion, more or less, of County Road M, located west of Road 44 and south of Road 43.5, located in sections 11 and 12, Township 36 North, Range 13 West, NMPM. The current posted speed limit is 35 miles per hour. The proposed new speed limit would be 25 miles per hour. The hearing will be held Monday, September 14, 2015 at 1:30 p.m. in the Commissioners' Hearing Room, County Courthouse, 109 West Main, Cortez, Colorado. Information may be obtained from the Planning Department, room 305, Montezuma County Courthouse, Cortez, Colorado, during regular office hours, online at http://montezumacounty.org, web departments planning, or contact the Planning Department at 970-565-2801 with questions. Dated this 22nd day of July, 2015. Kim Purcell, Clerk, Board of County Commissioners, Montezuma County, Colorado. Published in the Cortez Journal on Monday, July 27, 2015.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. All right. This public hearing is now open. Leanne, Sheriff Nallen, come right on up.
I'm just playing.
You're just playing, okay. Well then, Sheriff Nallen, I guess it's you and us, huh?
I guess so.
Yeah.
You can. I mean, basically, I think the commissioners probably just want the public to hear what's being requested and
Yeah.
why.
I was contacted by several of the residents that live on County Road M, west of County Road 44, in regards to the high speed of traffic on that road. I know that the County Road Department tried to do the best they could to reduce the speed on the curve that's west of there, where we've had fatality crashes in the past and serious accidents. It seems like that from talking to the residents, I understand that most of this occurs from late spring through the summer into the early fall. It isn't all year long, but the amount of traffic that comes into there, it's a problem. And they wanted to see what we could do to reduce this speed. That's why I brought it up to you. What am I supposed to do? I won't point it at James.
He's not a pilot landing an airplane anyway.
Oh,
So,
no. It's right there.
yeah.
Yeah. And this is the curve that is
The
worst.
deadly one, yeah.
And I know that, from what I understand, from what I've seen in my own observations, that a lot of this is due to the traffic that's generated during the period of time that the Echo Basin Ranch is in operation.
Sure.
And so it isn't the residents, it's the visitors
It's the visitors, sure.
to the area is what it is. So anything that we could do to try and accommodate the residents and make it safer, that's why I brought it to your attention.
Well, we had a conversation with our road superintendent this morning, and he's been on that road and he drove it, and he said he thinks 25 is almost for the curve and that dangerous part down there where the accidents occur is perfectly appropriate. But he thought that 30 miles an hour was a more reasonable for the whole road.
Yeah, he's
And-
talking about County Road 44. From what I understand from what Rob said, 30 is
Coming up the hill.
probably the best
Yeah,
speed
it's
for that.
25 going up and
Yeah,
35 or something
yeah.
coming down. I
It was
mean, we've
kinda
got an
messy to me,
incongruity
too.
there already, yeah.
I know. But yeah, 30 miles an hour for County Road 44. 25 is just 5 miles an hour less, but I'll tell you, 5 miles an hour less makes a big difference. It does. Of course, the speed limit signs, like I've had to deal with this in many other areas, that it isn't going to make people
Do that.
drive that speed. It's going to be the enforcement on top of that.
Mhm.
That's the whole point. And so we have taken the radar trailer out there on a couple of occasions. We need to do more with it, but it's in demand in other parts of the county as well. I mean, this summer, I've received so many complaints for traffic, as far as speed, reckless driving. The roads are being improved, so the speed
that
road?
increase,
That
throughout the county.
County.
Oh, throughout the
yeah.
county.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a problem, it is. And the only way we can do that is to combine, our efforts with the community and with enforcement, and do the best we can with what we got. And that's what, we were asking to do with this. I brought this to your attention. This is what the residents, have expressed to me to do something. This is a step in the right direction.
Mhm. So how do you plan to address that? If we put a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit on that, are you going to go up
Enforce
and
it.
we'll
Yes.
start write the citations?
Mhm. Yep. As best we can. You bet.
Excuse me.
We'll get you in the public hearing, okay? When we open to the public, you'll have an opportunity to come address us. You have any questions, the sheriff? You-
I'd like to listen to the public, see if they're for or against it
Yeah.
first, before I ask Sheriff any questions.
Okay. No other input from our board here? Okay. We'll now open this portion of the public hearing to the public. If anybody in the public that wishes to come up and comment on this, this action, please come to the microphone, just state your name and address. Tell us what you have.
I'd like to come over to the map first. My name's Steve Lyon. I'll show you exactly where I live. We live right on this corner. We see an accident or two every year, every year. Had motorhomes roll over here. That death was right there last year. Have any of you people had a person die in your hands? Any of
Could
you?
you, we do need to get your address just
Yeah.
for the, just for
Yeah.
the,
We know that we've already been through that corner. We know where you're coming from.
What's our address, Carla?
43992.
Okay. That corner has to be addressed somehow. You guys gotta help us, because it is a bad, bad deal, just during that vacation time. We get our mountain back last weekend, we got our mountain back, just locals, everybody's doing okay. Everybody has four-wheelers up there, they're very careful, they're very diligent about driving careful. When you put a couple hundred guests up at that ranch for a wedding or an anniversary, and you've got 40 or 50 RVs, I'm talking side-by-sides, motorcycles, them things are flying down that road. They're racing, hot rods. We can't expect the sheriff to be up there 24/7, they can't do it. That curve is the worst spot in the whole road up there. The rest of the road kind of takes care of itself, because you got hills and stuff. You try to drive 35 miles an hour up that road, you're gonna be on your brakes all the time. But that corner needs to be addressed and slowed up.
We did this spring, we did that very thing leading into that. We put hash marks in the road. We reduced the speed to
It
20,
helped.
25 miles an hour.
lights.
That was a 15
We've
advisory.
called in about 6 times. You only need them guys up there from Thursday night to Sunday night. That's all you need them up there for.
I think Sheriff Nowlin has stated that he is planning, because, you know, you can put any speed limit you
Yes.
want up there, and if it's a good surface road, and, I mean, people drive fast, the better the road, the faster they drive. So I think that's just it behooves Sheriff Nowlin to
He's been at our house,
Take-
twice this summer.
take those things and get up there and make sure that those people that are using that Echo Basin Lodge and stuff up there are paying attention to what's going on there. I
That's
mean,
the only problem we have, them guys up there. On
Yeah.
vacation, and we all do it. We're all on vacation,
Yeah.
we have a good time.
yeah,
Nobody's enforcing the law, but sheriff pulls up, they're on the road for 2 hours. Don't see them at all. Them guys leave, pretty soon they start trickling out, and it's a bad situation. I don't expect law enforcement to handle it 100%, but that's my opinion. Thank you.
Well, do you have a suggestion on how to fix it? Everybody comes and
Yeah.
writes stuff, but I'd like to hear a solution.
how do
Stop
we
sign.
fix it?
Put a stop sign there. Stop them on that corner. Both ways. Stop them cold. It's not gonna, our people up there are not gonna whine about that. Good idea.
My idea.
It is.
I want to hear a solution.
I don't know how you're gonna do, guys. Whatever you wanna do. You guys are the pros here, you tell us. We're the ones that gotta deal with it every day.
Oh.
Good enough?
Thanks for your input, Steve.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Lewis, I live at 12175 Road 44. That's right on the corner of Hill and 44.
Mhm.
And same kind of deal, same time span. They come around that corner from Mickle Basin Ranch and zip up by our house, and ours is dirt. We got animals, we do horseback rides, and there's a courtesy 20-mile-an-hour sign in front of our house. And we pay attention to them. I don't have an idea, but I just wanted to express that I'm all for whatever you can do.
Yeah, I understand.
They fly up that dirt road going up to the forest.
Mhm.
Well, and last year there was that accident where they came down and hit one of the residents.
How far is that dirt road from the gravel, where the gravel starts?
It's where gravel starts, we're right on that corner.
Well, isn't that the road we're fixing to gravel another
Yeah,
2
that's-
miles?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna gravel it.
The trucks went by my house this morning. I
Mhm.
wondered where they were
Go.
going.
Yeah, we're gonna gravel a mile this year and then another mile next.
But that'll be farther up. right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a.
Where the gravel ends.
Yeah.
Lynn, why don't you show them on the map the problem that you're having by your house and then the sharp corner up there by the road?
Well, yeah, right up by the reservoir, right there. We have to cross the road with our horses to get over into the reservoir pasture. And it's just past that curve. And I just barely didn't get hit one time because this truck came barreling up and around that corner. I mean, who would do that anyway? They can't see what's around the corner. And he saw us and he started fishtailing and I'm going, just, you know. And then he went real
Yeah,
slow. But, you
yeah.
know, if we'd have been just a few seconds later getting across the road, we'd have been in trouble.
So this is a different road we're talking about
Yes.
now,
Yeah,
right?
it's the
Yeah,
same
it
as
is-
that.
yeah, this is on
Okay.
that 44, so.
So if you all decide to do anything today, can't change
It can't be
that
that.
road.
I
We have to have a
understand
different
that.
public
Yeah.
hearing, or we need to
Yeah.
have a broader
I take a
public
problem.
notice.
No, it's good to know all this.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are not experts, our road supervisor is, we're just trying to make the right decision.
Trying to figure out how to get people to do what they're supposed to do. And you know, it's been the dilemma since mankind. How do you get all the people to do what they're supposed to do?
Especially when there are more and more people.
Yeah. Well, we've had recommended stop signs on both sides of that corner.
Where is the Echo Basin Ranch?
Well, just go right up and over, right up there, yeah.
Okay.
What effect would speed bumps or,
The vibration strips.
Or if we put some of those big mounds like they do in trailer parks that make you slow down to 5 miles an hour to get over them.
I think we talked about that, and Rob thought
It could be a real hazard.
dangerous.
It could be a real hazard.
Somebody'd hit that and jump and launch and
Especially
go.
with the off-highway vehicles, it would be a hazard.
They'd turn them into jumps and away we'd go,
Yeah.
Maybe build them higher.
huh? So can't you build that up?
if you didn't have, not the speed bumps, but the.
Trenches?
Those vibration strips.
Yeah.
I thought we did those. Is there vibration strips or is it just painted?
It's just
Just
painted.
paint.
There's painted
It's
to
fake
get their
vibration
attention.
strips.
But I think if you grind holes in that road, it'll just fall apart.
Yeah, and then you start blading it, you start tearing them out and, yeah.
You know, before the Dolores Bridge coming down the Dutton Road, there are those vibration strips and then the stop sign. So if you're gonna put a stop sign, you could do some warnings, you know, that it's coming. The
Well, we've
stop
done
sign.
that, we've done that with the painted strips, you can
Paint
see
job's
them.
good.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's sure look
It's
good.
visible.
It's whether people are gonna abide what you ask them to abide by or not. That's the whole problem here, is people disregard those people that live on that curve, the dangers they impose on others by, that's exactly what killed that man on that dadgum very corner, as he was flying down that road, could not control himself and shot off the road and killed himself, so.
Lucky you didn't kill those two little boys.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So how do you make people do what they're obliged to do?
Well, it may not stop everybody, but it will stop some people. So it's an improvement.
What will?
But you can't get 100% of anything, can you?
No,
You
but
can
what
stop
will? What
some.
did you say?
Taxes and death.
Well, reduction of speed limits in school zones has proven effective.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
this is
That's
pretty
true.
much the same thing.
Same kind of deal.
You know, it really is. You have to, but awareness and it'll match with enforcement. And I know that the residents around there that I've spoke with, you know, with their assistance, getting description of a vehicle, license plate, a driver, we can always go issue a citation, even if we're not there at
Oh.
that time. So
Oh.
the thing is that there's things that we can do together.
Okay.
But having that reduced speed would definitely give at least some attention to it. It's different than County Road 44. This is only a mile. It's
Mhm.
not that far. But it's a dangerous, I mean, you got two bad curves there.
Mhm.
I got a question for our attorney, and that is that, because mainly, well, what this public hearing is about is lowering the speed limit. These are all other options we're talking about that would have to come at a different time,
Different time.
if that's, but, does the commissioners have discretion on what that speed would be lowered to between the 25 and the 30, or does it have to be the 25?
I think you can choose. You can do 30. As long as we're talking about that road in that area, I don't think you can do anything with Road 44. But no, you can change from what's announced in the public hearing as far as lowering it from 35 to the proposed 25. You can increase it to 40 or decrease it to 30 or decrease it to 20. I think all of that is within the realm of this hearing. I don't know if you can put up the school zone signs, but right.
Watch for children and animals, and you need to go to the microphone and tell us who you are.
I just wanted to say about that. My name's Rita Williams. I just wanted to say that you can make it a corner instead of a bend in the road too. And that would be more apt to make somebody stop at a stop sign. They thought they were gonna have to make a right-hand turn to get, and that would be another added solution to stop signs.
Well, yeah,
You mean a corner sign, is that, I'm not following that, what you're trying to say.
Change it in
Because
from
it
a
is
curve
corner.
to a 90-degree.
It's bend in the road, right?
It's a curve, yeah.
So instead of having it be a bend in the road, just have it in there, and then you would have to make a right-hand turn to go on up the road.
Oh,
go-
a 90, you're saying?
Yeah.
complete 90.
Yeah.
90
You'll never
degrees.
get RVs up there.
Yeah.
That would be prone to
Yeah.
stop people.
That's not required.
Yeah. Do you have cooperation from the ownership of Echo Basin to,
They won't even talk to me.
they won't talk to you?
She's in Phoenix already. Very arrogant. You know what that feels all about. You've been dealing with them many years.
Is it Kathy?
Yeah.
Oh, is she still in the ownership of that?
Yeah.
My question, please do it, but not, you want me to stand up or what? Otherwise I'll stay here. Even if you lowered that speed limit down to 10 miles an hour, who's gonna enforce it? Do I have to go out there with my camera and take a picture? How are we gonna enforce something that you haven't got a man sitting at the end of our drive with a radar gun 24/7? Help us out here, guys.
Yeah.
It could be 55 or 15. How can we enforce it?
No?
We can't enforce what we got. It's not the sheriff's. He can't spend 24/7, we know that.
No?
How can we help you guys fix this problem? We can put a couple hundred head of cows on that road every day and that's what. They won't be hitting one, guarantee.
Who wants to do that?
Well, you know, one of the other things that gripes us is when they have those side-by-sides and their four-wheelers and they're acting stupid, is they'll come down to our driveway on that Sharp's corner and spin Brody's in it, or they'll go over to Angel Fire and Maryland Colliers and spin Brody's there, or they go driving into Jim and Lee and Cody's and rip it up in there with their side-by-sides and everything. They show us zero respect.
Right.
And that is so aggravating.
Hmm.
It's the problems of a few that affect all of us.
I know, man, that's the way it's been throughout time. Well, let's take action on what we can here today, and then hopefully next spring, next summer, when maybe the sheriffs
Right on.
ought to be apprised of events that are happening at Echo Basin, weddings, and family gatherings, family reunions, and
Well, our life, it's already got peaceful up there. It starts May
I-
15th
yeah.
and don't quit till Labor Day, the weekend after Labor Day, and then they all go home. And then it's nice.
Well, gentlemen, what's your pleasure on what we
Well-
have before us?
I guess what I'm wondering is that our road supervisor felt that the road needed to be fixed the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that because
The speed
downhill it was 25, is that what he said this morning?
I think,
Uphill it's 35?
One way or the other. It's either 25 uphill and 35 down, but it's 10 mile different whether you're coming or going.
Is that true, is that
That's on
right?
44, yeah.
Yeah.
That's on 44, not on
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
road.
not on this road,
M
yeah.
is 35.
Right.
So, I guess for me are we fixing the problem by just doing this right here?
Well,
Or do we need
I
to fix
think,
the whole thing?
Larry Don, I think that's all we can do today because that's all that's described. Now, if we want to go in on Road 44 and make changes on that whole road from 160 all the way up to the intersection of M Road, then we have to hold another, we have to do it, then all those neighbors, the people that adjacent that road have to be notified that there's gonna be a public hearing about the speed on it, so. Really, all we can deal with today is Road M leading up to Echo Basin, and the speed on that road.
The road supervisor suggested 30.
Yes, he did. Now, I think that was on 44 though, wasn't it?
It's possible that there
Do
was
the
some
whole-
miscommunication,
Yeah.
it sounds like. I mean, I didn't know the speed limits there, but
I think he
I
was
think
talking
that's-
all the way to Echo Basin,
Mm-hmm,
is what his intent was.
mm-hmm.
so he was talking about him?
Yeah, I think he was
Think
talking
he was
about all the way
talking
to Echo Basin.
Yeah, 44.
Okay.
He wasn't naming the roads.
Maybe.
I think that's what, because he said he had driven it just to see them.
So the question being, do we go with the 25 or do we do it 30? I'm hesitant to do it to 25 because I don't know if we aren't better off to make it all match if we were gonna address the whole road.
Cause the curve itself is reduced down to what, 20 or 25?
Advisory of 15. I think,
15
isn't
or
it?
advisory
It's an
of 15,
advisory.
yeah.
It's not enforceable.
No.
Speed.
So that means they can go 35 around that curve if they wanted and they would be breaking the law.
Excuse me. Can
Yeah.
you change that curve to a mandatory 15 instead of an advisory?
I assume we could,
Then they got some leverage.
some teeth in it.
What do you think, Sheriff?
How would you sign that?
You just have to post the speed limit signs where, at least 3/10 of a mile before the curve on both directions, yeah. You have to do that. So you're reducing from 35
To 15, cutting it in half.
Does that solve the problem? I don't know.
Right.
As far as I really don't. You know, I know exactly what they're talking about. It's a problem, and I just want to be able to put some teeth in it because 35 is something that is way too fast on that road. It really is, and.
Are you talking about the whole road or just the
M.
curve? You think
Just on
on
M,
M is
yeah.
too much, okay.
And if you did it on 44, I don't think that very many people would have a problem with that.
Mhm.
But that's up to the residents there. these folks have contacted me, and I agree that that's 1 mile stretch needs to be reduced. And of course, the only thing that we can do is do the best we can with enforcement. And I know that once we go in there and start enforcing something that is legitimate, which is a reduced speed of 25, that generally gets some attention. It does. And the word spreads. And that will help. And anything that we can do to help those folks during the summer months, we need to at least give that a try.
Who came up with the mile?
That's what the distance is.
From 44 over
From
to
44 west. It dead ends over here. There isn't much traffic in here.
No,
It
not
all
much past
generates
Echo
from
Basin.
Echo Basin Ranch to 44.
So it's basically, in the county, towards the end of the road where we reduce it to the 25, right?
Well, we're talking
You're
about
saying-
right.
Going from 44 all the way across through the curve up to Echo Basin
Mhm.
to 25.
Yep, and then 25. That's why I thought that if you're gonna do that, you couldn't put a 35 here. You
No.
have such a short distance.
Right.
You might as well just keep it the entire road. And I think that was agreeable with most of the residents up there, that they're good with that. Anything we could do to reduce the speed and match it with enforcement, maybe we can make a difference, maybe.
And your enforcement sounds like needs to be from May to September.
Yeah, during the summer months.
Yeah.
Yep, that's when it's the busiest there.
That's when the sign goes up that you can't fix stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna now close the public hearing,
Public comment.
public comment period of the hearing.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you, Kim. Well, gentlemen,
What do you think, James?
I think probably for now, I think we need to go with what he's recommending, the 25. But I think we need to take a look at that whole road next year and do some
work on the rest of it.
work on the whole thing and maybe change it. And
But then that means we would be replacing signs twice.
Right.
No, we may leave this section of it 25, we just
Yeah.
may be doing the 44 part of it next year.
Will you make a motion? I'll flip a coin in my mind.
Here, you need a quarter?
Okay, I'll move that the speed limit from Road 44 to the end of Road M, the speed limit be changed to 25 miles an hour.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm gonna second, but I'm gonna vote against it because I think I would rather go on our recommendations of our road supervisor. So I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to post the speed from County Road 44 on M all the way to the end of M from 35 to 25 miles an hour. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Okay,
But
all right.
I do think we need to take another look
I
at it
think we definitely will.
before next spring.
Yeah.
Maybe the sheriff should remind us in February or something to throw it on the agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
if
I'll
that's
bet
what you
Rob
want.
will too, and
Or
Rob.
Rob or somebody.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
gets done.
we'll get it posted, and posting doesn't seem to change much, but we'll get it posted.
We can't actually by law change it for 30 days.
30 days, yeah.
So, we can get the signs up, I guess, but
Yeah.
probably shouldn't start ticketing people for 30 days. Nobody will really know. But
No.
So it's supposed to be a 30-day
Thank you, guys.
You bet.
flag period.
Thanks for coming in and sharing your comments. Okay, we're way past due. We're gonna close the public hearing.